Hey everyone, it is Velvet. Welcome back to more Persona 3 FES. And the last one we went to summer school and the festival with Yukari, and I also did a little bonus video showing off the other alternative festival scenarios. And in this one, we are going to Tartarus. So, hello Fuka. Let me double check everyone's doing okay today. That's good. I just want to make sure I have everyone's like resistances and stuff in mind. Okay. I know what my plan is. We're going to Tartarus. Okay, so for my party today, I'm going to bring Koromaru. I'm going to bring Junpei. And I'm thinking either between Mitsuru or Yukari. Mitsuru would have better defensive options against the shadow, while Yukari will actually be able to attack it. I will go with Mitsuru for our healer. Okay. And now we advance. Look at the good little puppy. Baby boy. I'm not trying to stab the dog. I know I didn't really buy any equipment, but let's just see if there is anything we can equip on everything. Yeah, let's give Koromaru a land badge, and he will thank us with a bark. Junpei, anything we can give you, my dude? We can give him HP up. Effective against Magician. That is the Arcana we are coming up against. Though physical attacks aren't really what we're going to be going for, so I think the extra health might suit him better, you know? Give you some new shoes. All right. And finally, Mitsuru, what do you got? You have the Elegant Fleurette. Ooh, the Silver Saber would certainly be good for you. Is there anything better? Not particularly. Your poncho is fine. Your sandals are fine. And we can give you the Mage's Mark for SB. Okay. We are equipped. We are going up the next little bit of the Yabbashah block. We're just going to speed through these because these are the smaller floors between the boss and the stairs that were blocked off earlier. Oh, I should have checked Elizabeth's requests. That's okay, we'll do them later, but it probably would have been smart to have them on hand. But that's fine. It'll be fine. Okay. The path to the next floor is blocked. But now, the fence is descending into... How thick is this platform we're standing on? Where the hell did that fence go? Also, I love how there's, like, these stairs just around us that we could be using, but no, we're traversing the path filled with shadows that randomly shifts around us. Can we even get to those stairs? Is that possible, or are they just for show? Something seems different about the enemies around you. Please be careful. I will, Fuka. Thank you very much. But you know the drill. Time for, future me to talk about whatever she's gonna talk about. Though, I don't think we have that many floors to get through, so this will probably be a quick one. Ha! So, I actually had a specific topic lined up for this, but it went on a bit longer than this Tartarus section went. So, I'm saving it for the next one, which is the next video. So, it'll be up really soon. But for now, let's just talk about a couple more personas then, shall we? First off, I'm going to talk about the next angel in the angel hierarchy, right after Principality, which is Power. And I'm now realizing that I probably should have just talked about the angel hierarchy all at once, like I did the Mitama. I talked about all four of them at the same time, since each one has only a little about them defined individually. But I'm doing this dumbass way now, and I want to be consistent, so I'm going to keep going. Anyway, Power, also known as Authority sometimes, are the lowest of the angels in the second sphere of heaven, and they are sort of warrior angels, typically. They hold the power to control evil and are able to restrain demons. And they are apparently called Power because of this power that they hold. And they're usually depicted as soldiers wearing full armor, using spears and shields, like they do in Persona proper. There are some that say no power ever has fallen from grace, but there are others that say that Satan himself was the chief power at one point, so your mileage may vary. Next up is Shisa, which is apparently the name of an enemy in Warrior's Woods, but that's not who we're talking about. The Shisa are Japanese guardian spirits that appear most often in the Okinawa region. There are two variants of Shisa, those with their mouth closed and those with their mouth open, and the specifics of each depends on who you ask. Some believes that the ones with the closed mouths are male, and the closed mouth symbolizes that they refuse entry for negative energy. And the open-mouthed ones are female and are meant to spread positive energy, though some people believe the reverse. Some people think that the open-mouthed ones are male and that they are meant to scare away bad people, bad things, and that the closed-mouthed ones are female and are there to preserve good feelings, keep it in the house. Shisa are also based off of the guardian lions from China, who serve a similar purpose, a pair of statues erected to protect from harmful spirits and people. And there's a handful of legends about them. The big one is that there is a legend about a village named Maranbashi, which was apparently under attack by a dragon. And one day the village is visited by a king who is wearing a Shisa necklace that he once received from a Chinese diplomat. A priestess noticed this and asked him to hold his necklace up to the dragon. And this caused the Shisa to come to life and fight back against the dragon and pointedly crush the dragon's tail with a rock, sticking it in place, making it unable to move. After being stuck for so long, the dragon eventually died and became what is now known as the Ganamui Forest. There's another story that talks about Tomimori Village in Okinawa, which apparently frequently suffered from fires. The people of this town consulted a man named Saiozi to ask just why so many fires had been occurring, what they could do to help protect against them. And Saiozi believed that the fires were caused by the nearby Mount Yaise. So, he suggested that they build a Shisa statue and turn it towards the mountain. And they did as he suggested, and apparently since then, the city has no longer been in danger from fire, being protected by the Shisa they built. Moving into Greek mythology for the next two, first up is Orthrus, who is a two-headed dog with the tail of a snake, and is the brother of the much more famous Cerberus, who, as Koromaru's persona, we will hopefully be talking about at some point in the future. Either way, both of them are the children to Echidna and Typhon, along with many other monsters. Those two are like the parents of a lot of monsters in Greek mythology. Sometimes Orthrus himself is thought to be the father of the Sphinx and the Nemean lion. Other times they are simply just interpreted to be his siblings. It can also be both, as sometimes the Sphinx and Nemean lion are the children of Orthrus and Echidna, but other times the mother is Chimera. Usually when Orthrus is depicted or talked about, it's in the context of the 12 labors of Heracles. See, Orthrus became the guard dog for the three-headed giant Geryon, and Heracles' 10th labor was to travel to the island of Eurythia to retrieve the cattle that Geryon watched over. And as soon as he arrived, Orthrus attacked Heracles, but Heracles, being the hero, the legendary Greek hero, swiftly dispatched him with his club. The cattle herdsman also attacked Heracles, but proved no match for him either, before finally Geryon charged Heracles by the river Anthemus, and like all before him, fell to Heracles, this time with a poison arrow shot so forcefully that it shot directly through one of his foreheads. Next is the Lamia. Now, the Lamia refers to two different monsters in Greek mythology. The inspiration is clearly from one of them, but I'll talk about the other first, which is a monster also known by the name Sybaris that resided on Mount Surface. Now, Sybaris was known for terrorizing the area around Delphi and feasting on both livestock and humans. And at the suggestion of Apollo, the people tried to appease Sybaris by sacrificing a young man to it. But there's a hero of this story, Eurybatus, who was in love with this man that they were sacrificing. So he decided he would take the place of this man and strike the beast down. And he threw it off the mountain where he lived, and then started just like throwing rocks at it, attacking it with rocks, eventually killing it. Originally, this Lamia was ever only described as a giant beast, but over time it has come to be interpreted as a dragon because there are other stories of dragons in Delphi, so they have become equated like that. Now, the Lamia that Persona pretty obviously draws inspiration from is the other Lamia, the more famous one. So, this Lamia was once a human woman, or in some accounts a demigod, the daughter of Poseidon. She was the queen of Libya, who is known for her absolutely striking beauty. Now, like many great myths, Zeus gets involved, and he and Lamia have an affair with each other, and they sire many children together. Hera, however, grew very jealous of this and grew wrathful towards Lamia, and punished her by targeting her children, killing many, kidnapping others, and in some cases forcing Lamia to kill them herself. This loss drove Lamia to madness. And in a twisted quest for vengeance, she started targeting and feasting on other people's children. Just any she could find. And these actions ended up reflecting on her and altering her appearance, transforming the once beautiful queen into a monstrous beast. In some versions, Hera further curses Lamia with the inability to sleep, which in turn forces her to never stop mourning her children. In these versions, Zeus takes pity on her for this and grants her a pair of removable eyes, so whenever it's too much for her, she can remove them and stop seeing her children. Sometimes she's also either gifted with the ability to shapeshift or the gift of prophecy. Now, like the other Lamia, originally there was no real specific description for her transformation, or at least from what I understand, other than it just being beastly. And her more common snake-like appearance appears to come from a poet in the 1800s named John Keats, who described her as serpent-like, which I find really funny, as these days Lamia just tends to not even refer to a specific person at all, but instead just a race of half-woman, half-snake beings. And I honestly think it's very interesting how stories over time transform like that. And doing all this research for these videos, I have found that more often than not, the modern interpretation of the myth is often very disconnected from what it originally was. And it just comes to evolve, and now Lamia in the public consciousness is a snake woman. Or because of Disney, Hercules' stories of the 12 labor is not even what people usually think of when they think of Hercules, despite that being the original story. And honestly, I think it's just really neat how things evolve like this, but I also do think it's unfortunate how the original story ends up being overshadowed by these types of things. But it's still really interesting to learn about. Now, originally, this llama... And we have made it. There are 3 enemies in the middle. I'm not gonna walk into them. I just want to... Yeah, those are what I think they are. Okay. Had to be sure. Anyway, time to activate our warp and jump back down to ground floor real quick. Damn, we've almost traveled 100 floors, huh? Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, let's, before we begin, now let's go and fuse whatever personas we need. See what we got from what we got. Let's check our requests first, actually. And also register some personas. I think that would be, ideal. Okay, let's see. What can we request? We can't do Thunder Call. We can't do that. Create Omitsuru. I'll accept that if I create him. Not yet. Not yet, even. Also not yet. It looks like it's just a whole bunch of not yets at the moment. So we shall fuse personas instead. Let's see. Ideally, I want to fuse a persona that has a resistance against ice and also has Agilao or Miragi. So, okay, we're level 33. Or, yeah, level 33. King Frost. Null's ice. But the question is, can he inherit? It does not look like he can inherit the fire moves. So let's see what else we got. Floros does not null. Genbu is strong against it. Let's see if Genbu can inherit fire. I doubt it. Because naturally anything that has a strength against ice is probably going to be ice aligned. Omitsunu. Kusimitama. Now, Mothman! My dude! Definitely not Eligor. Vasky. I don't know if I am getting what I want here. Which is unfortunate. Yeah, well, I'll at least settle for one that just isn't weak against ice then. So, how about we try to fuse... Which one is the one with Auto Tsukikasha? You? Yeah, we'll do you. Hey, Dionysus. Loa. Okay, is there any combination of Sati that can fuse Oimutsunu then? Because if so, I'll just go straight for it. Apparently not. Okay, so can I even give him? It's actually not even worth it to give him the fire move because he has no magic stat. What's Mothman's magic stat? 25? That's pretty okay. Can I give Mothman Miragi or Agilao? I can give... Yeah, okay, we can give Mothman Agilao and Auto Tsukikasha. That sounds fine, and because he's Hermit, he will get a large boost in experience. Let me just... Yes, this sounds fine. I will accept Mothman into my heart. I will accept Mothman into my heart. I am Mothman. It's a pleasure to meet you. Okay, so it looks like Mothman is my boss fighting. Or my persona for fighting this boss, then. I like how I get Wind Break, despite not knowing any wind skills. He's also learning Megiddo, which is funny. Interesting. can I still... Wait, Lamia was the one that... No, Lamia could. But do I... I'm not even sure I can make the... Mitsunu persona now. Oh, yes, I can. Okay. We want to make this for our... What of our pieces? What do we want to inherit? Vetala, Narcissus. Rebellion, Kill Rush, Raccoon... Probably Raccoonda. Yeah, probably just Raccoonda is all that I really care about. Though I don't want a charm... I don't want a charm boost just on its own. Unless that is my only option. There might just be not enough. Yeah, it looks like there's just not enough skills to inherit. So we'll this is fine. We'll be able to override it. I am Omitsunu. Let us together tread down the path of strife. Sure. Why not, buddy? Let's go. Okay, so that gets us Auto Taro. And that gets us Counter. Okay, so we've given it enough experience that we can just accept the request and turn it right back in. We'll overwrite Charm Boost with this. There we go. Let's go and turn that request in right now before I absent-mindedly fuse this thing away, shall we? View compendium. Nope. Accept requests. Create a level 33 Omitsunu. Ah, I see you have Omitsunu with you, and at a high enough level. It's an impressive persona. You have done well. I have an interesting reward for you. With it, you will be able to create Nata Taishi. If you're strong enough to control this persona, then please give it a try. Please accept your reward. And we got the machine core for that. And what is our next? Just create Black Frost. I don't think we can yet, actually. But, I will keep that one in mind. Let's see what else we can fuse that we've, like, never fused before. Florus certainly is one of them. What do we have on these? Do we have anything? Tarun, though, would be worth carrying over. Mostly Tarunda seems to be what I'm worried about. What is Raging Tiger? I completely forget. If I can bring over Tarunda and Raging Tiger, that would be ideal. Persona 3 sucks for this. Well, I now know I can carry over both Tarunda and Raging Tiger separately. I would like them together. There we go. Yeah, Poison Mist, that's fine. I am Floros, ready for action. Man, you are an ugly persona. Why do you have a freaking tiger face on your chest and then like a helmet thing? Something is about to happen to Rebellion. Yeah, sure, let's see what happens to Rebellion. To Bufula. Okay. I'll accept that. Something's about to happen to Augie Lau. No. I like that Augie Lau, thank you. This looks to be like a pretty decent persona, actually. So Raging Tiger increases attack power while enraged. Okay. Deals medium slash damage to all foes. Let's get rid of poison, because poison is never really useful in these games. Unfortunately, status ailments are like exclusively something that suck to have, but like never really work to use. I find. Well, I don't want to overwrite any of the 3 I fused today, so let's see what I can do with these. We can do Jikokuten. Or we can do Mothman again. The only new one is Jikokuten. So let's do Jikoku. Oh, and right, we should, yeah, nothing really worth taking over. Except maybe, like, counter and dodge slash would be nice. We're already strong against slash, so I'll just settle for a counter. There we go. That'll be fine. I am Jikokuten, the stalwart harbinger of thy victory. And let's see. Oh, I don't have anything that is... no, I'm not allowing counter to change. Counter is nice. I don't think I actually have a persona in my deck now that... is resistant to ice at all, now that I think of it. No. I do want one of those. Just, like, in case. So I am going... that's not my compendium. I am going to... That's totally weak. Shisa. Okay, I'm gonna pull out a Shisa for its... I'm gonna pull out Shisa for its nullness against ice. Because that might be really useful to switch into during certain scenarios if things turn dicey. It might not help us because of other reasons, but it's good to have. Anyway, let us save. Always save before a boss. Okay, now let's go fight our bosses. Please be careful. There are 3 enemies in the middle. Yes, of course. Where the hell am I? Over here. Okay. Here they are. Good luck!
This one's dangerous. Stay focused.
They're all dangerous, Fuka. Anyway, these are the magical Magus. They are strong against all physical attacks, and they drain ice attacks. However, they take increased damage against fire, which is why I wanted these fire personas. Let me see if there's anything. I should have gone into this battle with Omitsunu equipped. I wasn't thinking. That's okay. Since we don't have any... Okay, I'm going to... Because this is a... I'm gonna put Mitsuru on heal. I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to tell them to attack the same target as me. And then hopefully they'll start to use their fire moves, because these guys do take increased damage against fire. So I'm going to change to Omitsuru and use a Rakunda on this one. Sure. Just so it takes more damage, and then hopefully Koromaru and Junpei will attack the wrong enemy. Oh, I'm a fool. Okay, so they don't take increased damage from fire. They just fall over from fire. Okay, my mistake. Wow, Junpei got screwed up. Okay, so instead of that, we're gonna put them on knockdown then. I don't have any healing personas, do I? I do not. Though I do have these persona. I do have Shisa in order to defend myself. Okay, current plan then. I'm going to knock these guys over for now.
That's it. The enemy is down.
And I'm not going to go for an all-out attack, though.
The enemy is
This
down. Now to
currently is in order to stall for Mitsuru to heal our party members back up to health.
The enemy is down.
And since I told them to knock down, they shouldn't attack. And if they do, they're only going to be attacking one, so it's fine. Yeah, okay, Koromaru uses medicine, that's fine. Junpei probably also uses medicine. And now they get up, but since they're getting up from an attack, they will not fight back. And also, this is good information that they're attacking both after both Junpei and Koromaru. Yeah. Okay. So that tells me I am safe to all-out attack them from my turn and potentially Junpei's. So we'll do that.
The enemy is down.
There we go. They're all back on the floor. So we'll all attack here. And that does a decent amount of damage. Okay. So this is actually going to be incredibly easy. Yeah, we might just win it here. Once again, I've said it before, but once again, I love how consistently terrified of each of these bosses I've been. And then I just sweep them. And then Junpei can just knock them down with Augie, and we'll win right here. Easy! Jesus Christ. Okay. What the hell? What the hell, man? You know what? You know what? Let's we're gonna jump back down and save first. But let's keep going. we might actually just be able to finish up the Yabbashah block today. We're in good, what the hell words am I looking for? We're in good standing, so, like, why not, right? Except we'll be doing that in the next episode. I somehow got in my head that we had time to just do more, despite this being, like, 40 minutes in. So, this is me from the future, cutting this off here to say thank you so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider subscribing or leaving a like. It helps a lot. And, in the next one, we'll climb up the next half of this block. See you then.